Guys, it's starting to happen. Everything is changing at the SEC. Those of you who are disheartened by the fact that Trump didn't do any executive actions or sign any executive orders concerning crypto on day one, well, it's day two, and we're already seeing signs of movement at the SEC. The SEC forms new crypto task force spearheaded by Hester Peirce. Okay, so in a Tuesday announcement, the SEC admitted it can do better. So already they're falling on their sword and admitting that Gary Gensler was an absolute waste of space when it comes to crypto regulations, right? Gary Gensler only officially stepped down as chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission yesterday, but the federal agency approach to crypto is already getting an overhaul. So, like I said, we're hitting the ground running. Acting Chair Mark Uyeda announced Tuesday that the agency has created a crypto task force dedicated to developing a comprehensive and clear regulation framework for crypto assets. So they're treating crypto very seriously, and they're going to create a separate task force to deal with crypto-specific issues because crypto is new, and using ancient law from the 1800s, or is it the 1700s, to deal with a 21st century asset class is absolutely ridiculous. The task force will be led by Commissioner Hester Peirce, a longtime advocate for the crypto industry, and will work closely with the crypto industry to develop regulations. The task force will also work with Congress, providing technical assistance as it crafts crypto regulations. Both the tone and content of the SEC's Tuesday announcement indicate a radical shift in the agency's approach to crypto regulation under the new Trump administration. I haven't seen the announcement myself, but apparently the tone was telling. And the fact that this happened just one day after Gensler's resignation shows that some of this stuff was probably already going on in the background even before Gensler left, right? To date, the SEC has relied primarily on enforcement actions to regulate crypto retroactively and reactively, often adopting novel and untested legal interpretations along the way, the statement said. Clarity regarding who must register and practical solutions for those seeking to register have been elusive. The result has been confusion about what's legal, which creates an environment hostile to innovation and conducive to fraud. The SEC can do better. Great statement. So basically, like we've seen Gary Gensler, giving testimony in front of Congress, and he was questioned and interviewed directly by people asking him to provide what's legal, what's not. And he just basically shuffled and waffled, and he never gave a straight answer. And then he'd go after organizations that basically weren't provided guidelines. So it seems like this new task force would at least try to outline the guidelines so that the innovation isn't stifled. If we have clear regs, the do's and don'ts, then the companies can comply. The SEC's new crypto task force would also coordinate with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, which under the leadership of former Chair Gensler and former CTFC Chairman Rustin Benham has been locked in competition with the SEC over which agency should be the primary regulator of the crypto industry. This undertaking will take time, patience, and much hard work. It will succeed only if the task force has input from the wide range of investors, industry participants, academics, and other interested parties. We look forward to working hand in hand with the public to foster a regulatory environment that protects investors, facilitates capital formation, fosters market integrity, and supports innovation, said Commissioner Peirce in a statement. Okay, so I'll leave this in the description as usual if you want to look at it. But if you just Google new SEC task force, pretty much every crypto-based or even financial-based news organization has it as a headline right now. So it's relatively breaking news. It was announced today. Now, one good thing about this regulation is that it's going to protect us from things beforehand and not retrospectively. So they understand that things like, what happened with FTX and Do Kwon's Luna Classic and all that sort of stuff should have been preempted by the SEC because they should have investigated and outlined guidance and, clear regulations. And some of these things would not have happened because they wouldn't have not been able to implement them or get away with. Talking of which, look at this. This might be the last time that we see something like this happen before the regs really kick in, because it seems like the Trump administration and the new SEC are marching on full speed. Now, this token was released just a little bit over 12 hours ago, okay, at the point of making this video. The first time I saw it, it done a 10x, and then I looked at it a couple of hours later and it done a 15x, at which point I sent a tweet saying, what's going on? This is 15x, what's going on? And then I sort of went and had dinner, came back, and it done a 24x. And this is all within less than 24 hours, right? If you look here, it says all-time highs. This happened just 25 minutes ago. All-time lows 15 hours ago, which is absolutely insane. It has a market cap of over 8 million already within just one day, and the FOMO is absolutely insane at the moment. And I know that if I'd got into this token at 10x, I'd be 4 times up on my money or something now within a few hours. But I'm very, very wary because I'm looking at this and it's a meme coin, it's a Trump coin, and I think I remember seeing this a few weeks ago somewhere randomly on a website, and I just basically thought, no, this is clearly a rug pull. But it is extremely dangerous. Even on CoinMarketCap, there's this massive warning here that says token sniffer has identified several risk factors with this asset. Please exercise caution and do your own research. But obviously nobody is looking at that. Everybody is FOMOing in at the moment, and I am just so sorry for people who are going to lose a lot of money. I can imagine a lot of people are sinking a lot of money into this. $8 million is a lot. And if you look at the analyses of this token, right, if you click on this token sniffer, and it's got so many red flags, the score is 0 out of 100. I think I've never seen a 0 score before. I've seen a 5 score, I think the lowest I've ever seen, but this is a 0. It might just be because there hasn't been enough time and data for it to attain a proper score because it's less than a day old. But, it's got all of these red flags. Token is sellable, not a honeypot. It fails that. It says this token appears to be unsellable. Ignore the pre-sale. So all of the sales have been pre-sales. It also says that at least 95% of the liquidity is burnt or locked, or at least 15 days, right? Is locked for at least 15 days. No, it's not burnt. It's not locked for 15 days. Then the creator wallet must also contain less than 5% of liquidity. That also fails. It means that the creator wallet holds more than 5% of the liquidity, which means it could be removed at any time. So the creator wallet owns a big chunk of the tokens. It isn't locked in any sort of escrow or any of that, which means it's susceptible to a rug pull. And it says that there in parentheses, rug pull, rug pull. So it's a bit of a warning. It's on the base platform, obviously. And it says United States, Donald Trump, warning, the above contracts were flagged due to evidence of bug, hack, or scam. And it's on the base network, and man, it doesn't look good. Now, again, this might be wrong. Obviously, it's not perfect, and it does say that if you think this is wrong, contact us. So they leave a link there for the creators of this token to contact them to discuss correcting this report. This is an automatic report, obviously not financial advice, do your own research, but it doesn't look good. I know it's pumping crazy, and when things are pumping like this, people are in a state of euphoria, and they're FOMOing in. Some people are FOMOing in thinking, man, I'll just FOMO it now. It'd go up another 20-30%, then I'll sell. And before you know it, boom, there's a rug pull. If you look at the exchanges, there are no centralized exchanges that are listed on here. Everything is DeFi at the moment. I guess there's Uniswap and PancakeSwap, but those are still, decentralized exchanges, so they are awash with scam contracts. It's got a base contract that you can add to your wallets, Trust Wallet and MetaMask. Another thing that I don't like is it's got this social media X account where nobody could reply to their posts, right? So they send a post and you can't reply unless they at you. So it's kind of a weird one where they're retweeting Trump's posts, retweeting patriotic stuff, but nobody can reply to them. So none of their tweets have proper replies that they have actually tweeted. So I don't know. Why are they stopping people from replying to their tweets? It all looks a little bit weird. I know it's pumping. People have probably made millions, but man, I'm not touching this with somebody else's money. Congratulations to you if you've made money out of this. Some people have made 24x. We'll probably make a little bit more. Some people probably even threw in a little bit of leverage. Now 200x up, 300x. Within the day. But man, be careful, man. This is pumped too hot already. Personally, I'm not touching it, but it is what it is. Not financial advice. Do your own research. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.